Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about ADHD and its link to video game addictions. Now, you might have already seen that the World Health Organization added video game addiction to be a mental health condition. And there's been a lot of pushback from people claiming that this villainizes gamers and gaming and that the guidelines are too vague. And all of these are valid complaints. Now, the thing is, there's already a pretty large study that's been done between the relationship between psychiatric disorders, ADHD, OCD, depression, and video game and technology addiction, and it showed a pretty strong relationship between the two. The study was an online cross-sectional survey of over 23,000 men, and they examined whether demographic variables and symptoms of ADHD, OCD, and depression could explain the excessive use of social media and video games. And it did. They found positive significant correlation between the symptoms of technology and video game addiction and symptoms of the previously mentioned mental illnesses. Now, you can simply Google it and see post after post of people talking about how they have ADHD and have been addicted to video games. And it's pretty easy to see why. It's cheap dopamine, you get dopamine from leveling up, from questing, and add to that the already very high tendency for people with ADHD to get addicted, and you really have addiction bingo. I myself have been pretty addicted to video games, spending upwards of 50 to 60 hours a week, ignoring friends, family, study, food even, just so I can game a little bit more. It was pretty bad. Now, I did find a really interesting article about how adding new addictions, say for example video games, is difficult because it doesn't work like the more classical addictions. The symptoms and mechanics are different, which is why psychiatrists and mental health professionals find it difficult categorizing it into the more classical definition of addiction. Now, the thing is, things like alcohol or gambling addiction has been well studied. They've been around for thousands of years, unlike video games, which are a new phenomenon. So naturally, there won't be as many studies or information about these things, but we shouldn't dismiss it outright. Of course, the guidelines are vague because it's a new thing, but as we learn more about the addiction, we have to build upon it, not dismiss it and demonize people trying to help other people, because you probably have seen the articles about people ignoring their life, ignoring their kids. I mean, you have to look at the cases. Say, for example, I'm pretty sure there was the parents who neglected their child, and I think the child died because they were too busy gaming. Now, you can't really look at that and say it is an addiction. Naturally, it should be studied more and, it should be looked into more. But again, we shouldn't dismiss it outright because there are genuinely people suffering from this addiction. And that's it for this video. I'm going to be posting a ton of links in the description because this whole topic is really fascinating. If you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.